mean, this wordplay. This ain't to make friends.
We good.
I'm ready for another close up, Mr. LaBille.
Let's get this shit, my nigga.
You know where I got that shit from?
Yeah, no, buddy talk, my nigga.
I was gonna say that. It's just one of my favorite movies. All right, so welcome to Wordplay Podcast, episode 33. I am your host, Dre Parker, and as always, by my side, Big J. Was good.
What up?
How you feeling, man? How was your week, bro?
Good, bro. I feel accomplished. Got a lot of shit done.
Yes, you did.
You know what I'm saying?
I was on the text the whole time. Like, hey. So like, I hope I ain't getting on this nigga nerves.
Yeah,
but it's all for the greater good, though. You know,
good,
it's
though.
all for y'all and for us in the long run. All right, now we don't have a fuckery type of week, but we definitely got a great week of shit.
Yeah, we might be, you know what I'm saying, on some topics for a minute.
All right, so I see you want to start with the Kanye West interview. Now, if y'all don't know, Kanye West was in Chicago this week. I think it was the first time that nigga been there since Jesus Walks.
I think it's the radio station WGC9.
WGCI. Shouts out to them. They had Ye up there and they gave a good ass interview.
Hell yeah, they did.
With the young lady, whoever was that young
Kendra
woman,
G.
whoever she was, I wasn't totally.
Her name Kendra G.
Yeah, I wasn't totally satisfied with what she was saying. But did you watch the interview, Jay? Mm-hmm. I know you did because you sent me the fucking link. He gave me some homework.
For real, straight up.
Now, I watched the shit today.
Okay.
Overall, what did you think about the interview? What did you take from it?
It was interesting to see Kanye's side of the whole him and Drake shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't think that's what it is. I feel like he kind of like bold-faced lied because I don't see Drake being that petty over just a song.
Well, Drake is from Canada. So I don't know how petty Canada niggas he is.
Dog, it got to be something with the nigga supposed to be supposedly telling this information.
That's cool too. I get it. I'm not like that shit there, bro. Like I could give a fuck less about. And
that's how he was trying to play it too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them people, bro. Like, when I got a lot of big shit that I'm doing,
yeah,
I don't really worry about small shit. And
what's considered small shit though?
Anything other than what the fuck I'm thinking about.
So a couple of months before all that shit started happening, not even that, just last year, matter of fact.
Okay.
When Kanye was on his tour and he kept coming out, he talking about Jay-Z, he talking about Beyonce, he talking about Drake. Mm-hmm. It was petty for him to say Drake because the only thing he had against Drake is that they kept playing Khaled and Drake's song for free on the radio every fucking 5 minutes. But the song was hot. So he was saying like, it ain't fair that they push the button on Drake, but they want to do that shit for a Kanye song and just all this stupid shit. So you petty. We already know you petty.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So look, to sum it up just on a song, nigga, get the fuck out of here. We know it's more than that.
Anytime a nigga has been rich for a long time,
yeah,
I have to assume that he's petty in some way, shape, or form. Just because at this point in his life, he has enough money to pretty much get shit the way he wants to get it. So,
yeah, but no, at the same time, because Drake is on a higher plateau than him as far as music, and I know that shit irritate him.
As far as making music, or
no, when he drops something, it's growing, and it's been like that for like the last 7 to 8 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I can't. That's too long.
You think so? Hell no. 7 to 8 years from that.
I feel like what you said was arguable, but I feel like it's incorrect.
As far as what?
As far as Drake being on his level as far as music goes.
Okay.
You talking about as far as impact goes. Yes.
No, I'm not talking about skill. I'm talking about as far as like his perception to the public. Whenever he put out something,
oh yeah, facts.
The public love it. It's not it's really not no separation though.
That's exactly what I mean by impact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you say shit like that, you got to remember like people gonna watch this shit. You got to clarify that shit because realistically, Kanye West is probably the most influential artist that we done seen thus far. And I'm speaking on the lines like as producing and rapping.
Okay.
Not he might be in the class.
Can you really say rapping though? Because it's apparent that a lot of people write for him.
It is, but like I said, but if we talking about Drake, that's the same case over there. All right,
you don't know that for a fact.
Pretty sure it is. Now, Kanye also in the start of his career, like he would, like I said, try to convince niggas that he can rap. But like I said, I don't want to talk music just yet. I want to talk about the interview as a whole. I feel like a lot of people don't understand Kanye and, and understand how his mind works. And I feel like I'm one of them people.
That don't understand them?
No, that I do understand them. In moderations, of course.
I
you feel what I'm saying? Now that whole and I like the fact that he broke everything down. They asked him 3-4 questions. He took one at a time. Like, look, you feel what I'm saying? His comments about slavery. I don't know why people got so butthurt about the shit, because I feel the same way.
Okay, explain.
That slavery being a choice.
Okay, explain.
You feel what I'm saying? I always talk about numbers. And I know it's a lot more to the shit. I know it's psychological shit. I know that people's fucked
So how
up.
can you say that?
But listen, because over that time, that 400 plus years, you had individual people who said, you know what? I ain't fucking with this shit. And they did something about it.
How far did they get though?
Well, Harriet Tubman got pretty far. I'm saying all the way to the north, my guy.
But that's the
Nat Turner. But what I'm saying is, and those are just stories that we know about. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Those are stories that, are out. I'm pretty sure that it was more uprising than just that. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm speculating here. So in that time, so this is, like I said, this is my personal opinion. Slavery was a fucked up situation. You feel what I'm saying? But I take it to when I had this conversation with people now, like, we all slaves. That's a fact. But we're slaves to different things. It's not like an actual plantation, work for free, get your ass beat type of slave. You cannot enslave people at like that now, because of, like, niggas ain't buying that. Like, niggas will start fucking you up.
But the thing is, it's not niggas ain't buying that. Niggas is more knowledgeable now about everything. What I'm telling you is back
ain't knowledgeable. Niggas just ain't buying it.
No, bro. Back in the day, these motherfuckers couldn't even couldn't say their ABCs and shit. Nigga, like, we got afforded way more than that. We got cell phones that we use, computers and all that shit. I understand why you couldn't do it then.
I totally understand that. But they didn't. But did Harriet Tubman know her ABCs?
Yeah.
Did Nat Turner know her ABCs?
Yeah, Nat Turner was he was teaching the slaves.
You're right. But what I'm saying is, in as a spectrum, now in the beginning, it's kind of fucked up. They didn't know what the fuck was really going on. But at some point, somebody was like, you know what? I can't buy that shit.
See, Nat Turner had the best approach, because to teach.
No, he was killing niggas.
No, but what I'm saying, as far as like the initial approach, is teaching black people something. Mm-hmm. Because if they don't know shit, they can't, get out of this circumstances. Right. This all they know, and this is from when they born to when they die. This is what life is for them. Right. So at this point, the only way to get out of them circumstances is have somebody like Nat Turner. But every motherfucking plantation didn't have a Nat Turner.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that Harriet Tubman, Nat Turner, and a couple other people, like, I'm sure that those weren't the only people. Those were the stories that we heard.
But how you know they heard those stories back then? That's what I'm saying. It wasn't no email chain. It wasn't no Facebook.
What I'm saying,
can go on.
Listen to what I'm saying. Like, the fact that like slavery is a choice, like, to me, or was like I get it. Like the first maybe 100 something years. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just because it's new. So nobody knows really how to react. But I don't give a fuck what you don't know about your ABCs or your numbers or whatever like that. You know when a motherfucker is doing wrong by you.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
In your heart. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I'm not taking nothing from those people who, you know what I'm saying, who sacrificed and went through all that shit. Yeah. What I'm saying is, I know, like, just off being me, that somebody had the thought in their head, like, bro, this shit wrong.
But then what life are you going to live when you leave?
I don't know.
Because the whole world is like this.
But it could be, and
where are you going to go?
It could be better than this.
You can't go out in the open. You can't be.
You can't. You can't
do shit.
Like I said, I felt them. How you say it, I felt the same way. And that's what I meant. Just because I know that it was like, other people who was like, fuck it. Like I said, the first few years, maybe because it was new, so motherfuckers didn't really know what the fuck was going on. You feel what I'm saying? But that, like, over the course of time, like, nigga, 400 years is a long time, bro. That's a long time for anything.
I mean, that's just...
Nigga, that's generational shit.
I mean, shit,
we talking 6-7 generations of that shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I mean, it's just like the hood, bro. No, for real. Like, looking at it like the hood. It's only a handful of people that's going to uprise out of the hood. But everybody has the knowledge to get out of the hood.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as the same thing, I apply that same knowledge. Like, we know that this ain't.
So what I'm saying is, a person with all of that knowledge is easily still enslaved by thinking that they're supposed to stay in the hood.
Facts.
So what I'm saying is,
imagine
imagine somebody with a fraction of what they know. They gonna stay where the fuck they at because they don't know how to get out of this.
And then you said to Nat Turner teaching.
Yeah.
plenty of times you've said, bro, like you sound kind of preachy.
Yeah.
That's just my, because I'm learning something like, niggas ain't receptive to it. Some niggas don't want to hear it. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
History repeats itself. That I do know.
And if even for Nat Turner, it took for a white person to teach him to be able to teach other people.
To be able to teach other people.
If that white person didn't take no initiative to do that, then still in the same position.
But just for the record, like I said, I get that. I get exactly where he was coming from.
Yeah.
We could be wrong, but it's all interpretation. You feel what I'm saying? It's all about how I feel about it.
It's not though.
It is. Because you weren't there.
Don't speak on it if you ain't got it already. If you don't have it all the way worked out, like, because you can tell obviously because he apologizing for the shit.
No. He not apologizing for what he said. He apologizing how he made people feel. That's the difference.
I understand,
and I respect that. Like I get it. I made you feel away. My bad. But you cannot blame me or make me feel like a dickhead for some shit that I said. But then at the same time, he could just be saying shit just to spark conversation.
But that's what I'm saying. These are not all the way flushed out ideas that he's talking about. He's just talking about shit. Just like ask him a question and he spit out a regurgitated answer. What I'm saying is he's not thinking about this shit, bro. Because when he go back home and he think about that shit, because even his wife and shit telling him like, bro, you tripping. Like, you gotta...
Yeah, but that's all PR shit.
No, but just...
That's PR shit.
Real talk, though. From a standpoint, you can tell he talking out his ass. If he don't know what he's talking about.
Honestly, bro, I don't feel like Ye is the type of nigga that talk out his ass.
Jimmy Kimmel, when he asked him the question, he took so long because he was thinking about it.
Which is a good thing, but that was a long-ass thought. Like,
no,
you know
that's what I'm saying, because a lot of the shit he don't be flushing out. To answer a question like that, you have to flush it out.
When you get to a point in your career where everything you say is under scrutiny, I probably get to like, hold on, let me
I
see.
think he feel like everything he say is gold. That's
I don't feel like I don't feel like he's that guy. I feel like he is, like I said, a visual thinker. So he challenges whatever the norm is.
Do you go ahead?
And most introverts are like that. Like when we talked about on the show, remember I was talking about the nail polish and all that shit is weird. Yeah. But she was like, nigga, this is how they feel. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? That's going against the norm. Yeah. That's a classic sign of an introvert.
I understand.
Which is what he is. You feel what I'm saying? So for me to say that, and then for you to say that, we're speaking the same language at this point.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like what I said about those guys, and you corrected me, and now I'm correcting you. Like I cannot get mad at this man for how he feel.
Oh no, not at all.
Or for the shit that he say.
But I've been saying that for a long time. Why do we put so much stock into what these celebrities and shit say? Nobody give a fuck for real.
Because music is a religion.
Nobody give a fuck how you feel for real.
But I just had this conversation with a young cat earlier.
Well, they shouldn't.
When we talked about this shit on the show, when you will overly invest into an artist, you feel what I'm saying? Other than the entertainment, you invest into their personal life. You mirror yourself after them. That's what people do.
You shouldn't, though.
You shouldn't. But that's some shit. That's some shit that everybody don't know. And even if like a couple people know, it's hard to even teach a motherfucker that shit. They ain't trying to hear it.
You're supposed to digest the music and then keep it
I know
moving,
that.
Bro.
You know that, but do they know that?
They need to, and
so
shit.
But what else did you take from from the interview? Like I said, I thought the interview was dope. And I'm glad that Kanye, he took them pause moments to think about it. This shit was kind of cringy at first.
Yeah.
Like literally, because he was like,
yeah.
And then he'll give an answer. That's like, what the fuck? I was cringing, bro, because I'm like, bro, like, my nigga, like, you smarter than that. Like, you gotta be. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You know what they was gonna ask you. They was gonna ask you the same shit that everybody been asking you. Then I started to feel like, all right, maybe he tired of answering this shit. You going a whole press run answering the questions of some shit that you said. Fuck it.
You have to deal with what you put out there.
I get it. But after I do it the first time, I'm not doing it twice. I'm not doing it 3 times. I done said the shit already.
Then don't do the interview then.
No, this is what I believe. Like I said, if we interview Kanye, my first thing, nigga, I want to talk about when College Dropout first came out. How did you feel? When it did the numbers that you did, how did you feel? Like those are questions that I want to know, right?
Yeah. Because
I've never seen him talk about College Dropout. Other than, in conversation, like, yeah, when I did that and then da-da-da-da. How did you feel? Where were you at? Like what was when you first heard your shit on radio? Like those are questions that an introvert will answer, and that's how you get into to get the questions that you really want.
So let me ask you a question. Do Drake do more than one interview when his album comes out?
Shit, I don't think he do one.
He only do beats one.
Sometimes.
Most of the time he do beats one.
Shit, did he? I haven't seen no interview for Take Care.
He did one. I don't even remember that far back because I don't even know what beats. No, I'm talking about as far as beats one show. Like
right.
I don't even
but
know.
Take
if that
Care
was
and Nothing was the same.
But I'm talking about like the last 3 or 4 albums.
Yeah.
Well, last 3.
He been doing this little one.
He do one interview.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, you might get one interview every couple years.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big stars don't do a lot of press. Kanye done did 5 interviews since all this shit shit started happening. Yeah. So that's his fault. Right. If you don't want to answer the same questions over and over again, do one interview. That Charlamagne interview should have been the one. And if he had anything else to address after that, he should have just did it on Twitter if he felt like that. Because all this explaining yourself and all that shit, then you getting agitated in the middle of this shit. I didn't like the fact, another thing about the interview I ain't like is that he kind of blamed the TMZ shit on him not having Don C close to him.
Right.
And no, nigga, you got up there and said and spewed out bullshit because you wanted to, bro. That don't have nothing to do with other people. And he put the blame on a lot of other people.
Let's stop calling it bullshit. Let's call it what it is, his thoughts and his opinions. You feel what I'm saying? We live.
Is it really? If it ain't flushed out, you just basically
that's how he feel at that moment.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
it's
his
a momentary
opinion
thing
at that moment.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Because then you backtrack and try to explain. If you feel the way you feel, you just put it out there and then don't.
The only reason he tried to explain that shit is because he know black people felt butthurt about the shit. You feel me? That's the only reason. If nobody would have said shit, he wouldn't have he'd roll with it.
He explained it more than just one time after the fact. He explained it in every interview,
and it never changed up. It never changed up. His explanation was the same. So maybe it could be coached. I don't know. But like I said, at the end of the day,
I feel like he fell into some shit and now he just got to rock with it because he didn't say it and put it out here.
I feel like he believe it.
Yeah, he have to now.
But it's not hard to believe. And believe it or not, believe it or not, I've had conversations with people.
Yeah.
Like people, intellectual people that know a lot about that type of shit. And will say the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? But they base their opinions like I base my opinion off how I think now. You feel what I'm saying?
Did you see the way he came into the interview?
No, I didn't see that part. I didn't want to see all that introduction shit. I want to get right to it.
He was kind of like...
Oh, so when he had the glasses on?
No, not even just that. It was just like, yeah, like he just made it feel like he was kind of like...
Bigger than life.
Yeah, bro. And it's not... and see, that's why I feel like he be just spewing out bullshit and don't be thinking that shit out, bro.
My nigga, listen, I can't blame a nigga. Jay do the same thing.
But he don't come in like everything he's saying is gold, bro. That's how he be making it seem like, bro.
But first off, Jay don't say a lot. But on his album, you know what I'm saying, especially with the 444 shit, I'm trying to give you this $1 million game for $9.99. How the fuck do you know it's $1 million game? That's just some shit that you came across that could have worked for you. But that's how you feel. Any nigga who achieve any financial success, because that's all niggas want in this world, bro. Realistically, it's financial success. So if you Gary V, shouts out to Gary V. The way these niggas talk, bro, Damon John, Russell Simmons,
yeah,
shit, Rev Run, like the way these niggas talk,
yeah,
because they came from like was like some equivalent to nothing to literally hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah,
you start to believe the hype.
I understand.
Like, I compare me to Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Jay talk a certain type of way, but I've heard Kanye say, I can say anything on the track and this shit gonna go. It's gonna be gold. It's gonna be this and this. I'm flawless. And you know what I'm saying? Listen, like, I understand you talking that on some rap shit, but this is an interview, my nigga.
He's selling himself, though. Now, the only thing I do agree with that is at what point do you have to stop selling yourself? Like, Jay don't do that. Drake don't do that. Like, big niggas don't, Eminem don't do that.
Beyonce don't do that.
I'm not like I don't have to sell you. I already got it. But Kanye is still that guy. Like just even looking at it now, like does Kanye really have a core crowd? Nah. I don't think so. He don't.
Nah. He got like one of those followings that's grandfathered in from like the last generation.
Right. Because we know who he is and we fuck with him.
Yeah.
He don't have a motherfucker that's going like Kanye coming. I'm there.
He might, but I don't think it's big as the
B's or the J's or the Eminems or the Drake. None of that. He don't even Amigos.
Yeah.
He's not as big as the Migos. Now, is he more important than the Migos in music? Yes. But he's not as big as the Migos. He doesn't have that core niggas that's gonna be like, yeah, nigga, Kanye, nigga, #1. Like, no, not even. And that's probably, I look at it probably because he started out as a producer. I
think he do. I just don't think it's as big. And the reason they probably do, because a lot of people say Dark Twisted Fantasy I mean, what is it? Dark Twisted?
Yeah, Dark Twisted Fantasy.
They said that's one of his hardest albums. That 808s and Heartbreaks got them through. It's
he got a lot of arguables.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah. I think they solidified in the game. I think they might be arguable to you, but as far as the game, I mean
by arguable is like saying my Dark Twisted Fantasy is a better album than College Dropout. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the replay value on both of them albums is impeccable. Like I can listen to both of them right now, nigga, and be vibing. You know what I'm saying? But like that's just like something like you prefer Port of Miami. You think that's Rick Ross's greatest work. But me personally, I think Deeper Than Rap is. I think that's his best album. So it's arguable shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, like the fact that even to be in the game and have arguable artwork, like nigga, that is crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? That's in itself. But yes, like some niggas believe like shit, nigga, I'm that guy. Like nigga, no matter what I do, I succeed in it. And then like that's that confidence though. That's that like I killed them in music. I went to fashion. I killed them in fashion. I'm about to do builders. I'm about to kill them in builders. Anytime you win that much, bro.
But do you respect the nigga? Because couple years ago, we just heard this nigga crying and asking for money from people. So
what you talking about, the Breakfast Club interview?
Not just that. After that, he was tweeting niggas like Zuckerberg, can I give me this? You know what I'm saying? Make this investment. Hit my line and shit like this. He was on Twitter like atting these niggas. So what I'm saying is to have that vibrato and all of that after just doing that, bro, we don't believe you, my nigga.
I'm not saying I don't believe you. Like when you come in, you talking about music and you that confident, you got the work to prove it. So who am I to say that you shouldn't be that confident? Now as far as business go, like Kanye West is a nigga like at a point in his life, he got a lot of niggas on text. And he name dropped throughout this interview. Elon Musk, you know what I'm saying?
I know
Donald Trump, like
he
you know what I'm
Walt
saying?
Disney every fucking
right, but he name drop a lot to let you know the type of niggas that he dealing with, right?
But who?
But these are niggas with power, and that's what like he was really trying to sum it up. Like when they asked about the Chicago shit, about him giving back to Chicago, he was like realistic, like y'all don't like me dealing with Trump. Is the same equivalent as any other regular nigga dealing with a president. The power behind that. I got the leader of the free world at my you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We live in the city. You want some shit done, nigga, you need to know somebody, nigga, in that motherfucking city county building that's next to Duggan or on that city council that can get shit done. Nigga, that's power. So when you in the game and you got money and power ain't the same thing.
Yeah.
You can have all the money in the world, but you ain't got the power. That's the shit he was bitching about with the Louis Vuitton and shit like that. I spent 10, 20 million, $30 million on this shit. Yes, my nigga, now you learning that you got the money, but the power don't come behind it like that. It's already niggas in play. So now you positioning yourself properly to where it is, yeah, I know it look fucked up that you fucking with a nigga like Trump, but you fucking with a nigga like Trump.
I understand.
You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I give a fuck. Like, I know Trump. I'm not even sure if the nigga racist. I just know the nigga ran his campaign off racism because he was able. Because that's how he won with the poor white people. Now,
I understand that though, bro.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, him getting close to Trump is not what the thing everybody talking about is. You've been cool with Elon Musk and all of these people you've been name dropping for a long time, but they saying why is you not putting shit back in the city?
Right.
So. Of course, you saying, okay, you can say that now because you under all this scrutiny.
Right.
But still, nigga, don't negate the fact that years before when you were still dealing with all of these people that you name dropping, you still wasn't doing shit.
Yeah, but it's still timing though. Like
timing ain't shit, bro. He been had it.
You cannot say that on that spectrum. You feel what I'm saying? You're not in that game. I'm not in that game, but I know a couple people that do certain shit. I know a nigga right now, nigga, that was producing his own water. Yeah. Like, nigga, he had the bottle and everything. This shit was 9 years ago. He's still working on it.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about, nigga, he showed me the bottle and everything. You know, like, nigga, this how you do it and da-da-da-da. Like, nigga, who the fuck? Like, nigga, how do you produce your own water?
That's why you explain that shit. He never gave them an explanation or nothing and said nothing to him about
but like I said, like, it's just business. So he's positioning himself around the right people that can get shit done. So like I said, he said some shit about Chicago. I hope he wasn't just saying that shit just to be saying that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
He would never be welcomed in Chicago.
Exactly.
But Chicago is one of those places, bro, that it's a tourist attraction. but it still has the highest murder rate. Yeah. That's the craziest shit in the world. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
That's probably why it has the highest murder rate, because there's so many people in and out the city all the time.
Yeah, but niggas killing niggas, like niggas in the hood.
No, that's what I'm just saying, but it's more licks to hit.
Right. Yeah, but regular niggas ain't coming. I ain't finna go there. But, because that's a whole another bag. But what I'm saying is, like, it doesn't make sense to have one of the most visited cities in America. Like, from people from overseas come to Chicago for the Taste Fest. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the city, like it's one of them places. But down the street and around the corner, niggas is getting killed. 8 niggas got killed in one night. Like, what the fuck? So it's timing. You can't just do shit. It's not gonna work. Look at how long Detroit been looking fucked up.
Yeah.
And now, right?
Yeah.
It's timing. You feel what I'm saying? It's timing. Them niggas waited till the value got all the way the fuck down till when we filed bankruptcy. That's when the shit started turning around. Cause they, you know what I'm saying? You got nigga envy. I got some property in Detroit. Nigga, I ain't never even seen you here, fam.
Ye boyfriend from here.
I know, but I ain't never even seen you. But you got property here. That means it's shit going on that we don't know about because our bank account ain't ready yet.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? To even be in that conversation. But it's all about timing.
Yeah, I understand the timing shit though, bro. And the only thing I'm saying is, as far as Kanye, Chance doing this shit every day, all the time. It's shit that you can do that's small and shit to help the kids. He could have even helped Rhyme Fest with Donda's house. I understand you relinquished the shit to your homeboy and you do with it as you please. But at the same time, that's an organization that has your mama name on it.
Right.
So you letting these people like be fucked up knowing that your mama's name is on that shit? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, even little shit, that's small shit.
Facts.
So how can we have the what you call it, like the good faith or feel like you got us, my nigga? No, nigga, we feel like it's shaky already. You don't even take care of the shit with your mama name on it. So how the fuck do we feel like you gonna come back and help us? I'm not gonna
comment on that just because he made a statement about it. And at this point, because what he said was different from what my man said, that's he say, she say shit. And I refuse to even comment on that. Because that's just...
I feel like they run parallel because they don't... Like, what they both said doesn't have anything to do with each other.
Yeah, but... And it's like they're reflecting it. They're reflecting... Like, he said, this nigga ain't giving no money. But he said, I put you in power. I shouldn't even have... If I gave it to somebody else, I wouldn't even have to give no money. Because you knew what the fuck you was doing. But that was his explanation.
But the person he named is way more viable as far as money.
His man's, right?
I'm saying... No, he said he said a famous name. He said Don C. Don C is fucking working at Jordan.
No. Don C. No, he said the nigga that's running his mom's nonprofit.
No, I'm not talking about Rhyme Fest. I'm talking about what he said is if he gave it to somebody like Don C,
right,
then he wouldn't have to worry about it.
He wouldn't have to worry.
So what I'm saying is Don C is making way more money than Rhyme Fest is. Right. Rhyme Fest is just strictly a rapper and nobody even fucking with this
So
nigga.
now what you about to say next?
So what I'm saying is, as far as Rhyme Fest, you know he can't take care of this. So if you give him the responsibility and you know he can't take care of it for real.
I'm glad you said that, because what was his rebuttal to that after he said all that?
What you mean?
I'm just like, I try to put my mans in positions where they can win.
But that's setting them up for failure when you know he's not viable. It's not setting up for failure.
Like, nigga, like listen. If I got some shit established and I say, Jay, well, look, I want you over here. I want you to run that, take care of that. You make sure that it's already thriving on its own. Like, it's already thriving.
It wasn't though.
Well, whatever, but
it was just up and running.
It was up and running. I feel like, nigga, like, you can turn this shit around, you can win. Maybe that's my bad judgment of character. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Because I put you in that position. And you can't do what the fuck you got to do. Now, if I do have to give money, then I have to take you out of that position because you can't handle it at that point.
Then do that, because all that matters is the help that people need. It don't matter who in power.
Yeah, facts. And that's what he should do.
Yeah.
But realistically, I feel him though, because I'm the nigga like. But see, and that's why I understand Kanye West.
I'm not saying I don't understand him.
How many times have I called you, say, Jay, I'm gonna do this? Like, even if, like, I know you like, nigga, I ain't gonna ask you for shit, but realistically, I'm like, nigga, if I come up, I got you. Like, I'm gonna put you in a position where you can eat on your own, where you ain't with a handout, because I know you ain't that kind of cat. I think the same way in certain instances that this man does.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that nigga.
I understand it. And what I'm saying is the way he feel, it's nothing. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it.
Right. So why are you talking about it then?
No, what I'm saying is, as far as, it's not right, nigga. So we don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. So as far as, everybody shouldn't put so much stock in what Kanye West is saying. What I'm saying is those are his opinions, and let those be his opinion, and then get him the fuck out of here. Because if he not, it's one of those type of things that if you're not for the movement, then you against the movement.
Right.
So nigga, just step out the way, nigga.
But what movement are you talking about?
Because saying like being for Trump and shit like that, and it's not the biggest thing. Doing the shit you showing, like putting the MAGA hat on, it's not showing that you for Trump. It's showing that you for Trump's movement, because that's what Make America Great is. His movement, not Trump. If it would have been a Trump hat, or like a Trump for election hat,
right,
that's different.
But
no, nigga, you basically saying that you agree with the shit that's going on.
I'm gonna tell you why he put the MAGA hat on. Because Kanye West wasn't the first black celebrity to meet with Trump.
Yeah, I know. Steve Harvey, Jim Brown.
Niggas talked about it, and that was that. Kanye West is an attention whore.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I can go meet with Trump.
Sidebar that Jim Barr is he's a supporter of Trump now. Like he's all the way, like he's Trump. Yeah. So he been getting cooked for the last week too.
Now, I can go meet with Trump like I plan on doing, just to get that, that connection with somebody that got a little power. And niggas gonna talk about it for a week, and that's gonna be that. But if I put this motherfucking hat on, niggas gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna be all over the place where I need to be, because I'm finna drop this album. You feel what I'm saying? And like
you can't forget the reason why black people fuck with Trump. Like before presidency, they fucked with him because he had the flashy lifestyle. He was like the white Floyd Mayweather. You get what I'm saying? He out here wheeling, dealing. You know what I'm saying? He out here,
or a twin to Ric Flair.
Yeah, you know,
a cleaner Ric Flair. They got the same kind of hair.
Yeah, for real, nigga. But they out. What I'm saying is,
more fuller, though.
He out here doing all this flamboyant shit.
Right.
So at a point, this nigga's about to hit a brick wall. We just reported last week that his ex-lawyer is getting prosecuted now for frauds on the campaign. So what I'm saying is, this nigga's a sinking ship. Right. So if you want to attach your motherfucking boat to this nigga, then you're gonna sink with them.
You have to understand, and this is what I think I get from it. No matter, like, okay, Trump is the president, right?
Yeah.
But before president, he was a businessman. Even though a lot of his shit failed, he wasn't as rich as they say he was. Whatever. Billionaires and millionaires lose a lot of fucking money, but they win. You know what I'm saying? They still make a lot of money. And that's why I tell niggas, like, never let a nigga know your losses.
But if you really want to get to
that they gonna remember,
if you really want to get down to brass tacks, he's not a
great business. I get it, but it don't matter. But this nigga got like real estate, like, you know what I'm saying.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
That is one thing.
Atlantic City. If you ask anybody from Atlantic City or council members and shit, they don't fuck with Trump because he started renovations and then pulled out.
Listen.
So what I'm saying is, as far as he's a shrewd businessman, he's not one of those respected businessmen. Okay. He come in like shirt ruffled and shit like that. He's like a sloppy businessman. He's not no respected nigga, bro. So don't talk about him like he Elon Musk. No, nigga. This nigga is the fucking drunk uncle.
Listen to what I'm saying. The fact that he's a slumlord or a shrewd businessman, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that this man still know how to get shit done. I'm talking about the properties and the buildings that he already done did in the last, I don't know however long this nigga been in business.
Yeah, he was.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I buy 300 acres, right, I need to know somebody who know about land development.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I got Elon Musk. He might know some shit about it, but I know a nigga who own 1,000 fucking buildings, or who done did this shit from beginning to end. Now, granted, like, a lot of his shit done fucked up. Some of his shit done fucked up. But a lot of his shit is up and running, and people are in that motherfucker. Trump Towers, for instance. I know he got a couple hotels or some shit like that. This is what I'm saying. I'm fucking with a nigga who already done been through the shit. No matter what you think about him, he know what the fuck I'm about to go through and what the fuck I'm about to experience.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And development. Like, it's like you gotta be able to put all these pieces together before you, like.
Have you ever watched his the documentary
listen,
they had on Netflix?
I'm not getting all into it. What I know is what I know. What I know is that this nigga know what, like, he know how to do the shit.
He don't, bro. That's what I'm telling you. You thinking just because you see the wins, you don't see all the losses. And what
I don't
I'm
give
saying
a fuck. I don't told you about that shit though. Like, I don't tell, like, fuck the losses. You know how much money you gotta lose in order to win?
Nigga, it don't matter.
You gonna lose 10 million before
it don't
you
matter
make
if you don't get yourself out the hole with that shit, nigga. When you win, you supposed to get yourself out of. He's still in debt right now, nigga.
A lot of millionaires and billionaires is in debt.
Nigga, you
ain't a lot of them.
You ain't hearing nobody ask for their money. If that's the case, I ain't never heard no cases out against Elon Musk or no niggas like that.
Because niggas don't report losses. They only report wins. You know, that's my theory. I told you that shit, bro. If you let a nigga know your losses, that's the only thing they gonna fucking remember. And that's all they talk about. When you talk about Trump, you can't even tell me when this nigga won. You can't.
What you mean?
Right now.
Well, what you mean when he won? He won when he won the president. He won when he got the fucking presidency.
I'm talking about as far as business go. The nigga had to win at some point, but you can't even tell me when he win. You only can tell me when he lose.
I said Trump Towers, nigga.
He got more than just Trump Towers, bro.
You tell me then.
I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know. But the fact that the nigga in the fact that before he was the president of the United States, he was a businessman. People was fucking with him. First off, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. Nigga, if you ain't shit, I'm not fucking with you. But he done did a shitty deal over here, and he gonna come over here, and niggas gonna fuck with him. Why? Because he won before. But niggas only report your losses when they don't fuck with you. Nah. That's a fact, bro.
Nah.
That is a fact. That's the
world we live in right now. Every time you lose, it's gonna get reported regardless.
That's what I'm saying. But every time you win, it don't.
It do.
No, the fuck it don't.
No, I'm talking about you talking about like little cases when these little love and hip hop bitches and shit. I'm talking about we talking about business. In business, it always get reported.
Bro, niggas always talk about your losses, bro. Your losses. And okay, let's clear it up. I'm talking about the haters. The haters will always talk about your losses. And the fact that this nigga Trump is probably the most hated motherfucker in the world right now. Fuck the country. The world, my nigga. He's the most hated nigga in the world. They're only going to discuss his losses.
I don't give a fuck how I don't give a fuck how big the nigga it don't about to say something else. No, nigga. Look, big the deal is, nigga. That's what it is.
All right, go ahead.
If the deal big, it's gonna get reported regardless of what the fuck you talking about, who it is or what it is, nigga. If any deal that's big, it's gonna get. So what I'm saying is, if he winning big, it's gonna get reported regardless.
I understand what you're saying because you're talking like you're not. We're not on the same page. You're talking about the fact that when you do like certain tax bracket deals, like it's a reported thing. Like
any deal you do is get reported. For public.
It's a public information, but. Nigga will not retweet the fact that you just made 100 million, but they will retweet the fact that you lost 100 million. You know that,
bro. We see it all the time. Basketball players getting money, bro. All that $100 million, nigga. What's the name? Birdman put it in the song. Everybody give a fuck about that $100 million,
right? Listen, I'm speaking of public perception,
and that's why me too.
Niggas do like you ask if we go around and ask any random nigga,
yeah,
like as far as like. You think Trump a good businessman? They will tell you no. But the nigga been in business for 50 fucking years. You tell me a bad businessman that been in business that long. You not gonna survive, my nigga. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You just gonna have a little knot that you got, and that's that.
He started off. Do not survive. He started off with $1 million loan that he got from his parents.
That's cool.
So what I'm saying is they have money.
Where he at now?
So regardless of what his dealing is, now he can portray. Nigga, we always talk about keeping your fronts up, nigga. It don't matter how much money he got. He got money to sit on. He can play with the other money.
What I'm saying,
he doing fucked up business and not making no money. And doing TV deals and getting money.
But
bro.
You know, Jay, that a nigga.
You making it seem like this nigga is getting a lot of money.
I'm not making it
getting a lot of money off of TV, bro.
What I'm saying
that's what he was.
What I'm saying is. No matter how many times he win, whether it's once in his life with Trump Towers, whether it's twice, whether it's 3-4 times, they only gonna report the losses when it comes to the Twitter fingers and the social media because the objective is to damage. The objective is to bring him down a notch. That's what people do.
It wasn't like that before the presidency. It wasn't like that before that. So what I'm saying is,
so when he ran for president, they started to hate this nigga because he ran his campaign on racism. Yeah. So I'm going to report the losses. Sound like some hating shit to me.
No, but what I'm saying is your actions is showing us this is the person you is. So it's warranted. You acting like it's coming from nowhere.
So you agree with what I'm saying though?
What?
They only going to report the losses. Social media shit like that. Like if they say like Jay, you a hell of a rapper, right? They're not gonna go to the verses where you cute shit. They gonna post this shit like this nigga trash. You gonna be like, damn, bro, like I murdered this shit though.
Like
if
I do a $2 million deal with Atlantic, they gonna report that shit regardless.
My nigga, you not getting what I'm saying.
I am getting it.
I know.
You saying they doing one without the other? They doing both all the time.
No, they're not.
They is, bro.
No, they're not. And you can't prove it to me.
I can.
You already owe me $1. So you want to bet the $1 back?
Yeah, we can bet it back.
All right, bet it back.
All right.
Prove it to me.
For sure.
And I'm speaking strictly on social media.
Yeah.
I'm speaking somebody like, hey, Trump just made $45 million.
Oh, you talking about him?
Period.
No, like, that's what I'm saying. It ain't gotta be.
I'm you know, because we talking about him. I'm gonna go specifically to him.
We talking about for the bet?
For the bet, specifically to him. I want to see more. Like I want to see.
No, it's not even fair because they don't report his business dealings at all. You'll never hear that shit now.
But they're public information. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying, because we know that the shit is public information.
I don't feel like I don't even think he's doing business deals right now. That's what I'm telling you, bro. As a president, I don't even think
he probably not, but
he can't do none of that shit. He had to relinquish all of his shit to his sons.
Okay, cool.
So what I'm saying is he's not doing no business deals.
I have no problem with that.
So our bet can't be valid.
No, bitch, because you already know what the fuck, because I'm gonna win.
No, yeah, because he can't he ain't got no business deals.
I want to get off this shit. Because we spent like 30 minutes on this shit.
Yeah.
2 hours. Now. You see, we like to argue up here at Wordplay the podcast. We gonna fight, bro. Fuck
for real, bro.
We gonna get a psychiatrist like the girls did.
Fuck that, nigga.
Why fuck that?
Because we don't need no psychologist.
All right, cool. Because
this is personal. This is not like personal
shit. Yeah,
this is like opinions on shit, nigga.
Facts.
We don't give a fuck about that shit for real.
Now, last week we didn't touch on this. What is this? Like a celebration almost?
Yeah, you talking about the Joe Budden shit?
The Joe Budden shit. Now, Joe Budden of the Joe Budden's podcast and AKA Mr. Pump It Up.
You stupid nigga.
Don't do that. Bump. I just think of you guys heard every time I
watched that nigga do a interview and the interview person started singing that shit.
He was mad.
Nah, he wasn't mad. You can just kind of see it in his face.
Like really?
He just looked.
I would do that shit just
to bypassed it.
Fuck it. All right. So Joe Budden of Joe Budden's podcast, Rory Maul, Parks, and every other nigga in the goddamn room. Yeah. They officially went to Spotify, which is a good thing. I wanted to talk about this shit last week because I thought this shit was dope. Like, I'm really not into podcasts as much as Jay is, but that's one that I definitely watch.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that shit. Like, I think it's a dope deal, and I hope that shit just make podcasts bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, because they bumping it up to 2 times a week.
And now the shit will roll downhill, like, you know.
Yeah.
For us. So I think that's dope as fuck. What the fuck? I know we was gonna say something.
The Breakfast Club interview you want to talk about.
Oh yeah, his Breakfast Club interview. So Joe Budden went to the Breakfast Club. And he was, of course, you know, letting people, he was actually promoting his other show called State of the Culture.
Yeah.
And did you hear who his host was?
Yeah, Remy Ma.
Remy Ma. How you think that's gonna work?
I think it's gonna be good.
I just think Remy Ma.
They got a rapport together already anyway.
Right, yeah, but I think she a little tough though.
That's why I think it's good because it kind of like.
But Joe tough too. Like you got to be good. It can't be bad cop. You know.
It can be as far as girl bad cop, boy bad cop.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Remy kind of tight too, so I don't know. I don't know if I will be like.
But I think she one of them people that people kind of respect what she'll say. I don't think they'd go at her
because they know stab people.
Yeah, and she'll smack your ass.
That's it. I mean. Music wise, I mean, like she ain't got no hell of a catalog.
But I'm saying it's better to have an academic where everybody think they can smack this nigga in his goddamn face.
Oh my god! You know why you go there? Shouts out to Duce.
What's the name too, nigga? We got to talk about the Eminem shit, but I know he was taking shots at Joe.
Eminem was?
Nigga, you ain't listen to that shit, bro?
I ain't really listen to that shit, man. I'm not checking for Eminem, but we gonna touch on that.
Yeah.
But you got this, but like I said, you know, we're not going to spend a lot of time on Joe Budden because we're trying to get our fucking goal. Joe, but congratulations on that, bro. That's a good look. I feel like it's well deserved. I really love y'all show, and, you know, we base our shit, you know, with similarities that y'all got going on. So that's a good look. Rory, shout out to Rory, shout out to Maul, and Parks too, and everybody else.
Yeah.
Now, he got Tyler smoking weed on the docket. Shouts out to Big J for making me laugh with just the right.
With the titles, nigga.
Tyler smoking weed.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But I need to know what the fuck happened. What the fuck, bro?
Michaela Pearson and Candace Little.
He gonna say their names. Fuck it, we saying their names.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, are they famous for dumb shit this week?
They famous for dumb shit. That's why I had to say their name. Michaela Pearson, 21, and Candace Little, 18.
And what they do?
These bitches had a 3-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 18-month-year-old smoking weed, bro. They passing a blunt in rotation with the kids. I mean, the first little boy hit it. He hitting it like a champion. This nigga ain't coughing. The second little baby, they done gave the little 18-month-year-old. He hit it, blow out his nose, nigga. Because he, like that's a natural reaction when that shit hit you like that. So they going crazy. Oh, that shit cold. Get a little girl, she coughing and shit. I'm like, bro, this shit. It made me want to go through I wanted to go through the motherfucking phone and beat these little hoes ass, bro. Just because, like, you don't do that shit with no kids.
Right.
You let them get older and make their own choices. Don't do that shit to them. Now these kids gonna be strung out and shit.
Wait a minute, it's just weed though, right?
Yeah.
Why you say they gonna be strung out on weed though? How can you be strung out on weed?
Because when you get deprived at a certain age, nigga, when they little like that, bro, and then they start going, they're gonna have insomnia. And they're gonna be hard. Like if you giving it to them to go to sleep, it's gonna be a point to where they can't have the weed and they're gonna be in foster care, nigga, and they can't go to sleep. So they're gonna be up, and that shit drives you crazy.
Are you speaking from personal experiences?
Nah, because I don't go without weed. You know what I'm saying? I smoke every
That's
single day.
That's when you got money. You can just smoke and
I
stay
smoke
out.
every single day, nigga. So I ain't tripping over that. But that is a symptom, bro. So don't do that shit to kids, bro. They ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? Let them.
Please tell me these bitches is in jail, though.
Yeah, they in jail. They in jail right now.
And was they babysitting or then was they kids?
2 of them was their kids and one was the sister kid. So it was the niece.
I know the sister beat the shit out of one of them.
They in jail. And they, that's that. And I ain't even from personal experiences, them Winston-Salem hoes.
Salem hoes.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Oh, that's where they from?
Yeah.
Shouts out to Charlemagne.
You know,
nigga, them your people.
They cool as hell, bro, but some of them crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I know from experience, my nigga.
Didn't one of them have tattoos on their face and shit like this? Light-skinned girl?
Yeah.
She had to be in the stirred.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So she thought she was a dude. Okay, cool. Damn, that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. So hopefully them hoes get under the jail.
I wonder was the kids smoking like cookie and
they was talking about that shit. It was funny because I was seeing one of the white publications put up, and it was like a quote from the girls. It was like was like smoking that gas. They spelled the GASP. I'm like, no, bitch, they said gas. That was like them kids was coughing off that shit.
I'm mad that we laughing at kids.
It's not it's not funny, but it's funny that these bitches is going to jail for a long ass time over some dumb ass shit like that.
And they put the shit on live.
And they had it on live, my nigga.
Social media, man. And
then the girl had in her mugshot and in her motherfucking court video, because they do the shit by video. Nigga, she crying and shit. Bitch, what is you crying for? You wasn't crying when your kid was high as fuck sitting there with you. You know what I'm saying? All 3 of these motherfucking kids. Get out of here. Y'all famous for dumb shit, and I hope y'all get under the jail, bitches.
All right. So, you know what? Let's keep the famous dumb shit rolling.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this chick, that Keisha Janae. Keisha Janae is from Detroit, Michigan. I don't give a fuck that I'm calling you out, because obviously you, from the post that you were posting, you were reposting everything. Yeah. She makes a comment along the lines of the big 3, the plant people.
Okay.
Like when they get in, like they act like this is like the second coming of Jesus or something like that. Like it's a real accomplishment. Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. No problem with that. At all. That's how you feel cool. People comment, hell yeah, shit, nigga, I get hella for benefits and I get 40 hours plus and I'm getting, eventually I'll be making, tier 1 or whatever the fuck. And somebody went through this bitch page and guess where she work at?
Where?
Captain J's, my nigga.
Get the fuck out of here.
They was whooping her ass online, nigga. That shit what's
minimum wage? $8.50?
I don't know what minimum wage is. It's been a long time since minimum wage. I'm not taking no shots.
Yeah, so we just gonna go with the number $8.50. This bitch make $8.50 and she got a nerve. These niggas at Chrysler and the big 3 is starting off at $15, $16, and $17, bitch. You need, nigga, that is the second coming to Jesus to your ass. Bitch, that's double your goddamn
the reason
salary.
I brought this shit up because Jay is a FCA employee.
It is what it is, my nigga.
Like, do you feel a way for her saying that? Like, bitch, hold on, I take care of, like...
No, because, bitch, you work at Captain J's. What the fuck would I be...
But But you know what?
Bitch, all I heard is hate. The whole conversation say hate.
The funniest shit is I'm looking through her shit. Keisha Janae, please find her. I'm going to clip this shit. I don't give a fuck her.
Yeah, fuck
she
her,
kept posting. She kept reposting the shit.
I don't give a fuck for real.
Like
though,
anything
bro.
everybody was saying. Like the only credit I give her, bro, is the fact that she was like, you know, she wasn't backing down on what she said. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cool. You standing on the shit that you saying. That's all a nigga really could ask for you. But you just gotta prepare for this shit. Yeah. Like this shit was so bad, bro. I've never seen a regular post get shared like 1,000 times, my G.
Yeah, because them niggas was passing it around.
They was passing that shit went like wildfire, nigga. I'm like, and that was
this bitch know 50% of the city work for the motherfucking big three?
Dog.
Probably more than that, nigga.
But you like listen.
She should have known she was gonna get cooked, bro.
I don't think she knew. I think she just made us like, cause like I said, at the same time, she probably really felt like that. I get it, cause listen, I'm a different way of thinking when it comes to certain shit, and I actually turned down a job at Chrysler just because it was gonna cut into the shit that I really want to do, and the shit that I'm doing, and I was gonna have to take a pay cut for a while, and I wasn't interested in that, so. When I see people do it, like, you know, when they get the letters and, you know, the emails and shit like that, they post shit on Facebook. And it's your Facebook. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your Facebook. But I really want people to understand that Chrysler, Ford, and GM, they are good paying jobs. But you need to get out of the mind of working for another motherfucker and work for yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I want. That's it.
Because what it is it's a catalyst. It give you money to fuel other shit that you're doing.
Right, but it don't give you time.
No, it don't. But over time, you can get that. You know what I'm saying? So if you put in the work and stay long enough, then you can build up enough time to get yourself out of situations when you need to do your shit on the side. Especially if your money coming in good. Because you don't have to be there because you don't need that money. Right. You're making money outside. Right. So all you got to do is just figure out your way that you need to get out. You know what I'm saying? And it's always when you get time in. Right. It's always ways. Save your shit. You know what I'm saying? You get 3 years in there, you get a pretty good vacation and PTO like package. Yeah. So what I'm saying, Nick, you can save that time and get out and do shit. Right. But you know what I'm saying? Use it as a catalyst. Most niggas don't do that. They go in and they work. You know what I'm saying? And they try to move up in the company. And I ain't trying to say just my company, but a lot of companies, as far as like black people, they kind of pigeonholed a lot of the times because you can be as good as somebody else, but they always gonna look at you like a black person. I don't know what it is in that factory type of like industrial type of business. They always look at black people weird, no matter how like the qualifications. Because I know niggas who got real degrees in engineering and shit and that's working in there. They don't get as much respect as these niggas that's coming in with fucking art degrees and shit like that that has nothing to do with engineering and shit.
So it's still a racist environment.
It's always a racist environment. You know what I'm saying? And those type of industries. Okay. But I just wanted to comment. So
Keisha Janae, so let her know how y'all feel. And let her know she famous for dumb shit this week. And so we got a triple threat famous for dumb shit. We got these two bitches that had motherfucking kids smoking weed. Yep. And this goofy ass bitch that work at Captain J's to try to shell on a nigga who make triple what she make. You gotta relax.
For real.
You are famous for dumb shit this week. Yeah. Look, that's just what the fuck it is.
Yep. Big shout on the sinking ship. Go ahead.
Now, I want to go to something a little funny. All right. So, Gary Owen. If y'all don't know who Gary Owen is, he's a funny ass white comedian who has a black audience, pretty much, and poor white people, which is probably the same as black. But he was on the Breakfast Club this week. If y'all didn't see the episode, this nigga went up there as Post Malone. And I thought the shit was hilarious. I wanted to talk about it because he did the same thing. He went up there at 6ix9ine. Now, I want to ask you, because we're big comedy followers and we fuck with Gary Owen. Yeah. Do you think Gary Owen is doing this shit just to get a leg up? Yeah. So do you feel like he reaching though? Like, do you think he need to do that to get an edge?
Like I said, like me and you was talking off camera, and I told you, like, I felt like it was cool, but the whole interview to be rotating in and out, like, I thought that shit was irritating. Right. So I felt like he should have just did it in the beginning just to be funny, and then, like, you know, went into the real interview.
Yeah, it was kind of irritating with the mayonnaise shit was funny. He kept putting mayonnaise.
Charlamagne brought up the mayonnaise because he always called white
Post
people.
Malone.
No, he always called white people in general mayonnaise.
That's kind of funny. Yeah. Now, so as he doing this shit, anytime he turn into Post Malone, he put the mayonnaise back up, and then he go to Post, and then he put it back down. He go to Gary. Yeah. It's kind of irritating a little bit because I was wanting the Gary Owen interview.
You can tell that they was kind of getting a little weird with it too because they was like, "Shit, we want to ask Gary a question." Yeah. Nigga.
Now I want to ask. Did you watch the interview?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Now I want to ask you this about when he was talking about Will Packer.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that was coming from a real place?
Of course.
Now, Will Packer, if y'all don't know who Will Packer is, he's was he the director or the producer of Think Like a Man?
The producer of Think Like a Man.
Producer of Think Like a Man 1 and 2, and a couple other movies. Now, Monique, the queen, she spoke out about Will Packer being biased or whatever, blackballing her or whatever. And Gary Owen came to his defense, like, Will Packer's, he's a good guy, whatever. Gary Owen was pissed. It sounded like because Will Packer didn't put him in the next movie.
Well, he put him in he wanted to put him in the most recent movie, but he didn't put him in the movie he went for.
Right, he didn't put him in the movie he went for, which he felt like he should. Now, do you feel like he should have did that?
What, put him in the movie?
Yeah, because he in the movie, is it what men want? It's like the flip to What Women Want with Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was Taraji, and it's what men want. So I guess she can hear men's thoughts and shit like that. Yeah. And he basically said that Will said, "Well, we don't really got a place for you." And then when he saw like the trailer and shit, it was white people all in it, white men all in it. Yeah. He's like, "What the fuck?" Do you feel like that was like a low blow? Like I thought he was kind of spicy with the shit.
No, he was, but I think I can see where the role as far as because that's like a smooth movie. Yeah. So I'm not trying to be funny, but they might want a sleeker dude and like a smoother looking dude. Gary looked like a hillbilly. I don't know, no cap, like on some real shit. So like he might have not fit that role. You get what I'm saying, bro? So I understand what Will might have like felt, but they could have gave him
a smooth white nigga like a G-Eazy.
Yeah, bro. But you know what I'm saying? They could have, but even that. Will could have put him. Yeah. He could have like wrote him in a little funny part. I'm
pretty sure that if you give like certain people a chance to do something different, and it could have broke Gary in a different light. If he could have like, can you be smooth? Like, hey, what's up?
But is he really worth doing all that?
He looks like a hillbilly though,
bro. That's what I'm saying. You can't really erase it. He looked like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say hillbilly. He looked like an army nigga, like a marine. Right. He looks like like a typical.
But that's not a bad, especially if you got that kind of movie, which is a comedy. It's like a romantic comedy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They could have wrote him in as something else.
I'm gonna put him in it.
Yeah, he couldn't have put.
He's funny.
Yeah, you couldn't have put him in as a main character though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I could have put him as a main character.
He could have had a role like how he had in
Gary
Think Like
Owen.
a Man.
Listen, we writing a movie right now. I'm putting you in that shit, man. Fuck Will Packer, man. I
fuck with you, bro. Your look can work in Detroit, my nigga. You can look like one of them niggas across 8 Mile.
Can you imagine that nigga in 8 Mile though with Eminem?
Right there, bro. Right there, my nigga.
I'm not fucking with that shit.
In the trailer park with that nigga. You see,
I'm not fucking with that shit. I'm not fucking with that shit, bro. Now I don't really want to talk about the Orlando Brown shit.
Yeah, you brought it up, nigga.
I did because the nigga looking goofy as fuck, bro.
What was it?
Like that shit just tear my heart up, bro.
It was an Instagram video or something.
No, it was I saw the shit on Facebook.
Okay.
If y'all ain't see this milk dud head looking ass nigga on Facebook. Orlando Brown. I don't know what I didn't even want to watch this shit because the shit made me cringe. This nigga, he was smoking. I don't know what the fuck he was smoking. I'm assuming that's what the fuck he was talking about. But this nigga be doing the craziest shit, bro. Like he's look like what the fuck?
I don't pay no attention to. I scroll right past anything that he own, bro. Because that nigga, I know he do crack and shit, bro. I'm straight on.
Wait a minute, nigga, he a crackhead?
Yeah, he crackhead, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
He do crack pills, all type of shit, bro. He gets it in.
He parties.
Bro. Yeah.
That's what they say in Hollywood. He parties.
He parties, bro. He party hard, nigga.
I'm all right.
He Project X party, nigga. Yeah, my nigga.
God damn. I don't know, man. That shit. Yes, I don't know.
I'm straight on that shit.
So we gonna skip Orlando Brown. If y'all want us to talk about Orlando Brown, we definitely will. Just let us know. DM, comment, all that shit. We'll talk about this nigga.
So nigga, going to the motherfucking Eminem album.
Oh, okay. So Eminem dropped a surprise album. Now, this nigga hijacked our radio.
It's called today. Kamikaze. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it tonight. But the song that I heard was the song that your favorite song, which is the song with him and Joyner Lucas. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I like the one. I also like the one with him and Royce.
All right, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah,
but Eminem dropped a surprise album. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna do. I'm not speculating. I don't think Eminem care about numbers at this point.
Oh no, nigga! Did you listen? If you gotta re-listen to it because what it is even the outros. Not the outros, but the interludes and shit in between it. It's like him calling what's his name? Paul Rosenberg.
Paul Rosenberg.
He calling him, and then like it's his voicemails to him, and then Paul voicemails to him back. So Paul was like, nigga, he listened to the album. He's like, bro, I don't think you should be going at all these rappers and talking about what everybody's saying and like giving a fuck and like why you care like that. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, his interludes was like, nigga, I'm about to pull up to these niggas I just seen on the internet. I found this nigga address. He stay in Michigan. I'm about to go pull up on this nigga. See what's up. You hear the GPS in the background and shit, nigga. He like, yeah, I'm pulling up to this nigga house right now.
So you think it was a real thing or it was just skit?
No, but that's what the songs kind of like. Everything was because every song was like he said Joe Budden's name. He said Academic's name. Like, bro, he said Joe Budden, he gonna put him in a body bag. Ooh, but he said, stop talking to me before I put you in a body bag, bro.
All right. Like, so now listen.
Yeah.
Everyone who is familiar with Joe Budden, the podcast, his interviews, and anything that Joe Budden does, we know that Joe Budden says he's retired. Yeah. He just said this shit the other day.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna stay retired now?
You want to know something though?
What?
Maybe 10 episodes ago on Joe Budden shit, he was saying like it's one rapper that he hear taking shots at him.
He coming out of retirement.
That he might come out of retirement for. He might rethink it. The only person, and he never said the name. Mm-hmm. And I think it might have been him because he might have got a win from Royce. Like this nigga coming at you on the next one.
He just asked this nigga yesterday. Was it yesterday?
No, it was like 2 days ago. You talking about the Joe Budden shit? Yeah. It was.
Is there anybody that can get you out of retirement? He said no.
Yeah.
No one.
But I'm telling you what he said on his podcast, bro.
I'm about to add Joe Budden. Joe, you better bring your ass out of retirement for this.
He might as well, bro.
I want to hear it, my nigga. Like,
Eat this nigga alive, Joe. Do it, nigga.
I saw a video on YouTube. They say Eminem is unbeefwittable. That's not even a word for real, but it makes sense.
He too silly, bro.
I don't even think he too silly, bro. Like he's gonna like record wise, just
even the songs on his album, bro. He was making fun of like the new age songs a lot because he was doing a lot of those beats and shit. Yeah. When the podcast's over, I'll let you hear some of that shit that like specifically go to it for you.
No, you won't.
I am, nigga.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you hear that shit.
I don't want to hear that shit though.
You gonna hear it, nigga?
I don't want to.
You is.
Why you got to? I don't want to hear that shit,
man.
Yeah. All right. Now I want to get into the City Girl shit. Now it's a little deep
about that shit.
Huh?
I don't know nothing about it.
All right, so the chick I don't know if y'all know the group City Girls. I guess they bounce music. Or
yeah, they bounce
like
artists.
Bounce artists. The same. I guess the same chicks that was on that Drake song.
Yeah, they was featured on what's the new
Kiki,
song?
Do You Love Me?
Yeah.
Whatever. Basically, in 2013, Young Miami made a tweet basically saying that if my son was gay, I will beat that shit out of that boy. In 2013, that's 5 years ago. And she apologized for how she made people feel, but she didn't apologize for what she said. As a parent, you don't have a son yet. Do you think what she said was wrong? Or do you just, it's her opinion, that's how she feels?
No, because beating, I don't have to have a son just because on the simple fact I am a son. Right. You get what I'm saying? So for any decisions that I made in my life, if my mama never chastised me, she cussed me out, but at the end of the day, she was going to sit there with me. Nigga, if it was school and I got in trouble, nigga, she going to cuss me out at home, but we going to school, we showing a united front, nigga. It's me and her. You know what I'm saying? So as a parent, that's how I want to be. I don't give a fuck what the deal is. Whatever how I feel, you're going to hear about it while we at home. But out in the streets and to everybody else, I'm with you 100%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have our personal gripes between me and you. But out here, you my child. So whatever you do, as long as you ain't in jail, as long as you ain't killing nobody or hurting nobody, I ain't tripping. Just be a good person. Don't fuck with all that. You know what I'm saying? As long as you be a good person, then I know you walking in the right direction. I ain't tripping over all the details. So as far as that shit, she not wrong for feeling like that, but that's just different ways of parenting. Because at the end of the day, what she said, a lot of people feel like that, and a lot of people in the older generation like live by that. So if them gay niggas that you see that was on the down low for a long time, is because they was getting their ass whipped as a kid, nigga. Like get that shit out of here. So you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, my nigga. It's just different ways of parenting. It ain't no. She could have kept that shit to herself.
Do you feel like she should apologize for that though?
No. That's why I say what you just said. I kind of respect that, even though I didn't respect that with Kanye. I mean, I respected that with Kanye, but his shit was loaded. Hers is kind of like it show strictly. That's all preference.
I told you, like we 33 episodes in this shit. Scottie Pippen. We done said some shit in the first 10.
Yeah.
That somebody gonna bring up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
I ain't tripping. I feel like
I had this conversation with my wife.
My intentions was always
pure.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm not being negative to be negative.
I mean, that's the subtitle, like the subline to our shit. This ain't to make friends, my nigga.
This ain't to make friends. So, hashtag this ain't to make friends. When she said the shit, I understand exactly where she was coming from.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, you can't beat the gay out of nobody though. Like,
that's why I say there's ways to do it. You can, you know what I'm saying, talk to him and show him other shit.
But if my son decide that he wants to be a homosexual man, I would be disappointed.
That's why I said it's part of the personal shit that you have to deal with at home.
Because like I said, I don't believe homosexuality is you born like that. I don't believe that.
I don't think so either, to be honest with you.
I feel like the first couple gay people, yeah. Like, in the world, like, in life, yeah. But after that shit got, like, that shit on TV, that shit in music, that shit in movies, like, because it's sexuality is a behavior.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We act out the shit that we grow up around. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hago Giddy on shit like that, touching our asses and shit like that. That's shit that we saw.
Yeah.
And we emulated that. No, my biggest thing is, at what point did it stop being like can you say you were born that way? Like
I said, I don't think people was born that way, bro. I think it's learned. It's like environmental.
It's a learned behavior.
Yeah, but it's environmental.
I feel like
it's the environment that you in. If you raised around a lot of women, then you're gonna emulate women.
Yeah, but that just creates femininity. What happens is with femininity, and I remembered this like in school when a kid had femininity, or I'm kind of blow, so I might be saying this shit wrong. Femininity, we teased them, we called them gay.
Yeah,
we called him gay so much that at some point he started to believe it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
he went the opposite way. He became a savage because he got to show niggas he wasn't gay.
Or that, but because you were like so pussy hungry. It's kind of like
it ain't even that. It can be like, nigga, if I'm out here beating niggas' ass, I ain't gay, nigga. They ain't gonna look at you like I'm gay. If you say that
I
shit,
can't say that because I know a couple gay niggas that can fight.
I know me too, but a lot of the times I'm saying those niggas who wasn't gay and was being called gay, that was just feminine. They was fighting niggas.
But like I said, I don't believe that it's you were born that way, you know. So if anybody want to argue that at Wordplay the podcast, we definitely do that. The shit, I mean, like I said, the shit just was like, when she said the shit, like, I'm like, you gonna beat the gay out your son? Like, bitch, is you stupid? Like, if he gay, it's because of some shit you did. Or some shit his dad wasn't there, something.
But that's what it is. It's lack of having a dad. Like, you didn't have a person to show you what it is to be a man. She's a woman showing a man how to be a man.
And it ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna work because she's showing from what she want in a man. And so she's depicting this man to this kid and projecting that on him. But that's not what it is. It's to be the man that you were supposed to be.
Right.
So if as a dad, you can kind of see where your son is going. So if he look like he's an athletic ass little kid, you're gonna put him in a sports direction.
I know because my son is the baby and he got two older sisters. I pay a little more close attention to him. Yeah. Like just being him. Just because I know that they have behaviors that they do because they're women and I don't want him to emulate that.
Yeah, that's why you have to be the more dominant presence in his life.
Yeah,
he have to be on your leg and don't want to be like you.
Yeah, so I understand that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But also, you know, my wife has gay friends that come around, and I'm not like, oh, don't touch my son. No, like they love my kids. You know what I'm saying, and most of them understand where I'm coming from as far as, you know, that I've had these conversations with them. You know.
So do they adjust how they like?
No.
So what I'm saying,
because like you can't really tell that they're gay.
Yeah.
Until they start talking.
So
and only one of them, like you can kind of hear it in his voice.
But kids they're not perceptive to that shit yet. But what I'm saying is, what about a guy that's flamboyant that dressed like a girl and
she
shit
got
like that?
One of them too.
So how do
he
the
don't
kids
come around like that?
Exactly. Like, is it weird around the kids? Because you have to kind of explain that.
Shit, it was weird around my dad. My dad was like, "What the fuck is
you
that?
Like, what you got around this bitch, son?"
Shout out to my pops though. That shit was funny as hell. I just laughed. I was like, man, I should do.
He like, nigga, what you go?
He ain't never been around no shit like that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying though. Like niggas that's flamboyant like that. How do you explain that shit to kids?
I don't even know
without exposing them to that.
I mean, you know what, bro? Like at the end of the day, like as a father, like I vowed to just be honest with my kids.
Yeah.
Every step of the way. Like I'm not gonna hide them from shit. I'm not gonna lie to them about nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them the truth. Like this is just what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
But I do try to limit the shit that they watch and the shit that they indulge in because, like now, like the Loud House, like. And Big Greg talked about it this morning. And I was like, damn, like I said, like, cause they got like one of the characters on there, like, was like had a boyfriend. It was a guy.
Yeah.
Can't watch the Loud House. No, hell no. Because at that point, I'm not feeling like if you are gay, you're not born that way. You're being taught to be that.
Yeah, you're being programmed.
You're being programmed.
Yeah.
So I got to get you away from that. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying that anything is wrong with
because if you get them away from that, then when they make that decision, then you ultimately know that it's because of something, that's genuine, that it's coming from a place.
Attraction to.
Yeah, because they wasn't exposed to that shit as a kid, and you know for a fact because you monitor what they exposed to, and that's what a real parent that's supposed. That's why a lot of people who not ready to have kids shouldn't have kids, because you have to really sit there and think about that type of shit and put the time into, you know what I'm saying, avoid those. It's not a pitfall because it's a life choice.
It's a life choice.
But at the end of the day, it's to avoid certain shit and go in certain directions. You have to really pay and be hands-on with your kid. And that's why I say a lot of people shouldn't have kids if you ain't ready.
But I told you before on this show, bro, that, you know, we already have an attraction to the same sex.
You think so?
This is just my opinion.
Yeah, we had argued about that before.
I just feel like you my nigga, my best fucking friend for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
It's an attraction there, but it's not a physical attraction. It's more of an emotional attraction. You know what I'm saying? Because like we feel the same way about certain things. You know what I mean? Like we have a lot of things in common. I feel like the shit that makes it gay is the sexual part, when you're sexually attracted to it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like we already, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's,
I don't think you can call it attraction.
But see, that's why the shit is homosexuality. You have to add that word sex in there because that's what makes it gay.
Yeah.
That's what makes it weird. Like, I'm not gonna say weird, but that's what makes it gay.
Different.
Yeah, that's what you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like that's just my opinion. Like if y'all feel free to,
it makes sense because they put the sexual into the whole name of it. So
yeah.
It's kind of like like when you have words that have like an anti in the beginning means against automatically, no matter what the word that comes afterwards. It's the same type of thing. When you put homo and sexual together, it's like homo is one thing, is being attracted to the opposite sex, and then sexual is sexually. You get what I'm saying?
Attracted to the same sex.
I mean, yes, to the same sex.
Homosexual. Like that's the classification of it. Like the sex part.
Yeah.
Homoality. I don't even think that's a word, but homoality is just like, hey.
No, but we homo sapiens.
Yeah, cool.
So it's.
I don't know. I don't even want to
so
be that.
I don't know what homo. We got to figure out what homo means.
Yeah, I just don't want to be homo. No homo.
Let us know what homo means.
No homo. Pause. I'm not fucking with you, dog. This nigga just called me a sapien, my nigga. I don't even know what that is, bro. That's a fucking
nigga. That's the good part. That's the person part, nigga. Okay. You want to know what the homo means?
All right, cool. A sapien.
Yeah, I think a sapien is
That shit sound like some shit from Game of Thrones.
It do, bro. It sound like a
sapien.
like a scepter.
No,
like
it sound like a family, nigga. Them the sapiens, nigga. Like that's what it sound like. I'm just sorry. I'm a Game of Thrones fan. Don't judge me.
You stupid.
Yeah, shit, that's hilarious. But I like how we can like
yeah.
talk about something serious and then make the shit funny at the end because it's a serious concept. Now, if anybody wants to challenge us, as far as our views and our opinions,
we welcome all that shit in the comment section.
We welcome all that.
Yeah, let us know.
I will gladly shred your ass on this show. Gladly.
Yeah, we gonna and if it's good and if it's really like productive, nigga, we'll put that shit up on the show and we can argue that shit for real. So we ain't tripping over it. Just make sure it ain't just like no dumb shit.
Right. Facts. What's up? What we at?
15. We good.
Yeah. That Kanye West kind of sucked up everything, bro.
But it was good.
I mean, I still don't feel like we got into it is because like I said, I really respect Kanye. I look at Kanye and like I really like as far as musically, that nigga's a genius, dude.
I feel like that interview was the best interview that depicted what he was trying to say. The whole
I didn't
time.
like the fact that girl started crying.
I mean,
kind of pissed me off.
It's kind of like equal to what Van did in the TMZ interview when he went off.
Van
Lathan. He a podcaster. He not a manager, but like a executive. Not an executive, but like one of those people that.
So he a manager, not a manager. He executive, not an executive. What the fuck is this?
What it is he transitioned from one of those people who go around trying to like get interviews and shit. Now he kind of like manage those people. So he's like the next level up at TMZ. You know what I'm saying? He like the nigga under Harvey.
Not the black guy.
Yeah, the black guy.
So because of that situation with Kanye, he became up there now.
No, he been up there.
Oh, okay.
He ain't been out on. He don't go and do.
Well, he always been on there with Harvey.
Yeah, he just set up front, and then he do a podcast and he interview a lot of people. He had Dame Dash, Damon John, a lot of people on his shit. So, like, it's kind of the equivalent to that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that same outburst. He felt emotional about it because he attached to Kanye. And that's why I feel like Kanye even apologized in the first place because he apologized how he made her feel because in the moment when she was crying, you can see it in his face because they put the camera on him. He felt like he was emotionally tied to that shit.
I thought she was faking at first. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's why I feel like he probably like gave a genuine apology to her because she was crying and he felt that shit. Because I could see it in his eyes. His eyes started to water when her shit did too.
What pissed me off the most is like the fact that she's crying. Like I love everything about music.
Yeah,
like everything, and you know that.
Yeah,
like the good, the bad. I love everything about music, but I do not overly invest in an artist.
Yeah,
you feel?
And that's a part of what we were saying earlier. Like you shouldn't be that invested to the point where you emotionally like that about the shit.
Matter of fact, the name of this show is Overly Invested.
Overly invested.
You cannot be overly invested in a fucking celebrity.
Yeah,
they are fucking people. They just chose a job that pay a shit ton more than you.
And then their opinion is overly exposed to it. So
because they're a celebrity.
Yeah, but you have to be smart enough to filter through that shit and make sure it ain't in your atmosphere because that shit, bro, it's not real. And it's just one opinion out of a million or a billion. And you know what I'm saying?
Many people in this world. Because like you said, opinions is like assholes. Everybody got them.
For real. And most of them stink, my nigga.
You always gotta go like the upper enchilada though. Like
I mean, that's the rest of it.
I mean, the asshole shit was enough for me.
No, nigga, like, you making it seem like I made this up. No,
I know, but I heard it, but I never said the shit out loud.
It's the whole saying, nigga. I just said the whole thing. I
don't know thing I want to say, man.
I mean, most of them do stink though.
Listen,
I ain't talking about the assholes. I'm talking about opinions.
Oh, okay. All right. He's talking about balls. Like,
no, nigga, opinions, bro.
Going to the next level. All right.
Yeah, bro. You stupid, nigga.
But yeah. So what you want to do? You want to end the show? What you want to do?
I mean, I ain't got shit. We good.
All right. So
this has been another episode, you know what I'm saying, of the Wordplay podcast. We appreciate the viewership. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up on iTunes and let us know that y'all like it and, you know, download us. This has been an episode 33. It's your boy Big J.
And I'm Dre Parker.
Looking through the bottle.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure ain't no gnat in this.
You stupid. Episode 33, nigga. We out.
What you mean? This wordplay. This ain't to make friends.